Alright, first coat of finishing. Before I talk about the finishing of these, you can see they're kind of glistening because I put the first coat of spar urethane on it. I use a foam brush, which that foam brush, if I put it in a Ziploc bag and squish all the air out of it and then just keep it in the refrigerator, will keep from drying out for enough days so I can use that same foam brush to completely do this bow in two coats, front and back and belly, and so that is economical. My Helmsman spar urethane, you can see it here. Let's see, I've got it in a small jelly jar, just so there's less airspace. If I keep it in the original can, it'll like skin over and dry out. But I can prolong its life by putting it in that little jar right there, that little ball jar. And then the only reason it's sitting in Bugs Bunny is to stabilize it so it doesn't tip over while I'm using it. Okay, these are, of course, acrylic paints, which are on the dull side. I do like me some spar urethane on them. For one thing, it yellows slightly the white, antiques it. And it also gives it a sheen, which makes it look more like, say, a hide glue pigment paint or enamel that were used long time ago. When it's completely finished, you can dull. After that resin has hardened all the way, you can dull it with either a very fine sandpaper, I'm talking like 400 grit, or else steel wool or something like that to knock the sheen off of it. Personal choice. You know, you can get this is actually a satin spar urethane, which, you know, really is kind of gleamy, but again, you can knock the shine off of it. Patience. I had a comment, hello nut thrower, about how flat these are. They have been floor tillered. They're balanced. Before I put the rawhide on it, they have been bent. They had been bowed like, but not to the extent of a full draw. I'm going to do that after everything is dried and they're basically ready to go. I don't even have the string grooves in there yet. I'm got pretty good after some time of tillering bows without using a string even, by eye, floor tillering, bending them over my knee, blah blah blah. And so it's not important to me at this point that they are fully tillered, just that they are tillered heavier than the final draw weight. I don't know exactly how that rawhide's going to affect it, so there was no use finish tillering them yet. Patience. I am not going to start tillering these things until two things have happened. The rawhide has fully dried out, and the moisture that I imparted into that wooden structure known as a bow has also dried. Water is not my friend in this case. If there's any dampness in that rawhide, it's going to be able to stretch. It's not going to be all that it can be. Also, during the tillering, very careful. I'm not going to drop back to its full draw length / weight until it's darn near finished, because what you put into it is what you get out, and if you practice patience in the tillering process, your chances of success are a lot greater. Let's see here. I've had quite a bit of interest in this one, the one that's closest to the ground, its orientation, the Ravens, that are both in black. Not so keen on reproducing bow after bow in the exact same pattern. I can do different versions of this. You know, if I'm going to do one of these things and make an effort to keep it as my own bow, I would probably do this in the white. That is striking. I really like that. It would be almost a you know, it would be a bow, but it would be a kind of a shamanic bow, I feel. And with that, I've been sweeping back and forth. I'm getting ready to go on a shopping trip. Old Gimpy McCripple here with my back. It's getting better. But that should be it. I have the first coat just to stabilize it, just to secure the paint on the back before I get into the tillering process. Then it's full steam ahead. Get 2 good coats on the back, 2 good coats on the belly. I could do 3, I suppose, for greater waterproofing. I do 2. 3 probably wouldn't hurt. If I got any drips on the side or the belly during this first thing, you can sand it off. You know, you can certainly smooth it. And that is about it. I shall go now. I shall thank you for watching this. Thank you for the interest in these things. They are truly beautiful bows. The next time you see them, they will probably be tillered and strung and flinging arrows like champs. Have a good one, everyone.